Hello, hello. Welcome back. Um, Thanks to Cynthia, I got informed there's a press conference. So we are going to take a look at that. It already started. So I'm going to boost the volumes and we'll jump right in. I have it paused.
The media members that are here today, mostly because you're helping get this information out. People as we can. The media members that are here today, mostly because you're helping get this information out. You're helping get this information out to.
There isn't volume for just a little bit, I wonder.
People as we can get.
Yes, nice to see you all again. Hi, Anna.
To help try to find and bring home Johnathon Boley.
No,
He's 4 years old.
I don't have it muted.
I want to thank the community for supporting the support of Walker County. Been allowed to bring John.
Hmm.
11:38.
Hold on. What is this? Let me find it again, okay? I'm sorry. I don't know what happened to the volume. It had it at first. Let's see, WBRC 6. Okay. And this looks like it's in a more organized place. So, like inside the church. Yes, this is an update from this morning. Oh my goodness, hold on. I have to get it to the screen and I did not do that. I am so sorry. I will start it over. At first, the volume is not the greatest, but hopefully it clears up.
Choose, as you can look behind me on the screen, we have pictures for the community of John John. We have pictures of the dog Buck, which is a lab mix uh, retriever. We have pictures of the Paw Patrol shoes that was provided by his mother that he was wearing at the time he wandered off. It's just a few little things about John John. He loves the outdoors. Him and his brother are very adventurous. I guess the best way to describe them is just boys being boys. You know, they just outdoors kids, all boys. Um, but it's a John and his brother were out playing. John John's brother said and identified the last place that he saw John John and Buck. Now we're very hopeful with the community support and that we have. I need the community to be out. I need you to be vigilant. Just because you may not necessarily be in this immediate area, I need everybody, and I mean everybody, in Walker County. Check your ring cameras, check your deer cameras, check your tree stands, check your deer houses, check your deer cameras. Look look under your look under your carports, your garages, your houses. John John is 4 foot tall, so he's very small. He can get in tight places. If you got tunnels, caves on your property, get out and look and make sure that we're just not overlooking and make sure that we're doing our due diligence to find this child. Now I know that the father and the situation that's been going on has that's a secondary that's secondary to me. My concern is finding and bringing home John John. And this is just a plead as just your local sheriff is to help us bring him home. You know, especially with him having a canine, it's very known that children that wander off in the woods with canine go a lot further than we anticipate or we think. There's been numerous stories over the years where kids have wandered off into the woods with their canine. I'm very hopeful that with Buck, if Buck and John John are still together, I'm very hopeful that they're together. I know we've experienced some cold nights, but I'm hoping that with Buck and John John, if they're still together, that they're able to stay warm. But it's I just can't stress enough about just how important that it is that to get John John home. Um, it's we've had a great support from the community, law enforcement. Yesterday, just alone, we covered about 500 acres, which was a lot of ground to cover yesterday. We had 161 volunteers, 126 law enforcement personnel, got over 100 volunteers today. And that speaks volumes to not just Walker County, but the state of Alabama and anybody that's willing to help. I just need you to do your due diligence around your home. Just if you got ring cameras, check them. If you got deer cameras, if you have tree houses or blinds or tree stands on your property, check them because he can fit in tight places. He's going to be a small child. He can fit in tight places. Also, look for the dog. Like I said, he's very adventurous. Look in tunnels. Look in any kind of caves. Look if you've got a pond on your property. Search your pond. Okay. I want to make sure that we're doing everything to get him home. And I want to say first, I want to say that the media, uh, I appreciate what you do. I appreciate that you're here. I appreciate that you care to help get this message out and help us get John John home. As a father, it's one of those situations that I've not been in the situation. So, I want people to pray for this family, just like as me as a father, if I was going through this situation, going through any situation, really, I'd want the community support. I'd want the community behind me. And this community has rallied behind this family and this mother to help try to find John John. And the family, including the dad, has helped trying to do everything they can to help provide information for us to do that. There's no new additional information on that. We're still using the same resources and ground searches and things of that nature. Yes. We are looking to expanding the search area, and like I said, it's with him being with Buck, with John and Buck being together, and if he's following Buck, then there's no telling how far they could have traveled. Like I said, you just look at stories across the state and the nation where children wander off, especially with the companion, canines. They wander off 2, 3 miles, 4 miles. So we still have a lot of ground to cover, and that's why I want to stress to people in the county is just because you're not impacted in this small area doesn't mean that he couldn't be on your property. And not at this time.
I know.
I don't know the condition of his hair whenever he wandered off, but he does have long hair, as you can see in the picture. He is age 4. That is confirmed. Age 4. The father initially told us that he was 5. Just additional resources that I'm aware of at this time.
I know you said the father is helping you guys out. I know a question that the family had last night is if he was getting updates on the search, even though he is in jail. Can you give some information there?
I can't speak on what all the investigators are updating him on. That's going to be a conversation that's taking place between investigations and the father. We're, right now we're keeping it to law enforcement or approved search member.
And then we also saw a chemical endangerment charge. You say that's separate from this case?
I haven't seen what the DA officially, whenever they had the hearing this morning, what additional charges they may have added. Yes, yes. They're working on that process. They dived some of the ponds yesterday, and they're working today. I don't know how thick the material is that he was wearing. No, I do not. Like I said, I'm never going to turn away anybody that wants to help. But one of the things that to understand is that we're not sending just a random volunteer that comes in out here to create additional hazards. Okay, so we're putting people who have experience in search and rescue. We're assigning volunteers with those individuals. There's has been times where we have more volunteers than we have people with experience in search and rescue that we can put them with. So it creates people having to stay. We're keeping it to if people want to help in the kitchen, if they want to help provide food, if they want to help provide resources like that, the doors are open. The doors are open for volunteers, but I can't promise you that you're just going to walk in here and we're going to hand you a vest and or you're going to get a vest and you're just going to go out to the woods. We may need you 5 hours from now. We may need you tomorrow. Like I said yesterday, if this thing drags out days, I don't need people getting burnt out over time. We need people that are going to stay committed to this search until we bring John home. Yeah, I can't speak on what leads that they have at this time, but they are very involved, being very helpful, along with SBI, and we've got agencies from all over the state of Alabama here helping today. I don't know until they get done of how much they're able to get in the search area.
sit on any fence near the fence line that he crossed?
Sir?
Have the dog sit on any fence where he allegedly crossed the fence line?
Not that I'm aware of. But that's all the questions that I'm gonna take, so, like I said, if, we'll update you maybe later this afternoon if we get any more additional information. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
I wish they would have pulled out to where we could see the screen. But this is Johnathon and his canine companion. Yeah, I seen that too, Cynthia and Fancy, where uh, the the mom had filed. I had seen that before you sent it to me. Yeah, okay, it's still raining, Anna. I seen an updated clip last night where they said that they thought it was supposed to rain today. Okay, thanks for letting us know that, Anna, what the weather is like. I didn't see that it said rain. I knew it said it was supposed to be a little warmer today. Do you know what the weather was like, Anna, on December 31st there? Because I tried looking it up and I wasn't certain. And I've been scouring things, looking for anything, any other updates. On poor Jonathan, or as they say, John. It's it. This here, I'm not going to show it because I don't want to give them anything. Said reported missing on 12/31 of 25, possibly been missing longer. We don't know that. And that's the type of stuff I'm just not going to show. There's rabbit holes everywhere. But the father was only charged with having the explosives. Yeah, I hope he's warm too. Yeah, you're welcome, Carolina. He supposedly went across the fence line while out playing in the yard with his brother. Him and the dog supposedly went across the fence line and went on into the woods. But they have not found no clues, nothing. No heat signatures, nothing. Well, yeah, we can hope the dog is chipped, but it can only be scanned like at the shelters and vets offices. Yeah, he told an adult, AJ. He supposedly went and told his father. That's what was reported. But there again, we're just going by what we're learning in the media and from the press conferences. Yeah, that is colder. We don't know if Dad dropped the ball. We're not blaming the parents on anything. We do not have facts. So it was much colder on the 31st. Okay. That's what I kind of wondered. No, they have not found his dog, Carolina. The dog is still also missing. And the last time the dog was seen on a neighbor's trail cam was on the 26th, not the 31st. And the dog was typically seen on the trail cam because it always went to the neighbors, allegedly. But I told y'all, keep your notifications on because I'm keeping an eye on it. And if you haven't yet, go over and check my community page. I have posted several others today that also need to be located. And Carolina, I think that's what they're hoping, is if they can at least find the dog, maybe the dog will take him to where John is. And I do know they have helicopters up. They've had drones up. They've had canines, search and rescue dogs out. They have, when they served the search warrant, they did search the house. And stuff. So we don't know factually what, if anything, came from that. Okay. All right. You have a good one, AJ. Thank you for stopping in, hon. But until we can learn some more, I will leave you be. But if you could, make sure you share the flyer somehow. They're not hard to find. You can Google them. Or if you're on Facebook, you can find a lot on Facebook and share them on your Facebook page. Oh, I will, JB. You get to feeling better. You shouldn't have been this sick this long, hon. It's not good. You're welcome, Gina. All right. I will see you guys later. Thank you. Love ya. Bye.